Gentlemen, have you ever wondered why certain men seem to effortlessly captivate women, while others struggle to spark even a flicker of interest? It's not about superficial charm or rehearsed pickup lines. No, the secret lies in understanding the subtle dynamics at play, the quiet vulnerabilities, the hidden desires that women rarely voice. These are not weaknesses in a derogatory sense, but rather deeply human traits that, when understood, can transform your approach to building meaningful connections. Let's face it, we've all been fed myths about what women truly want. The media sells us fantasies of flashy lifestyles, while self-proclaimed gurus peddle tricks and tactics that promise instant results. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking attraction lies in mastering qualities you already have within you? Qualities rooted in authenticity, composure, and yes, stoicism. Intrigued? You should be. In this journey, we will delve into 10 powerful insights, female weaknesses that, when approached with respect and understanding, can shift the dynamic in your favor. These are not gimmicks, but profound truths about human connection. From emotional intelligence to unwavering confidence, each trait holds a key to deeper, more fulfilling relationships. So ask yourself, are you ready to step into a version of yourself that exudes magnetism and authenticity? Or are you prepared to become the kind of man who doesn't chase attention but naturally commands it? If so, stay with me until the end. The last insight might just change everything you thought you knew. Now, let's dive into the first of these captivating truths, the emotionally intelligent man. 1. The emotionally intelligent man. Have you ever met someone who could sense your mood without you uttering a word? Someone who made you feel understood, seen, and valued. That's the power of emotional intelligence, and it's one of the most potent qualities a man can possess. The women, being inherently emotional creatures, find themselves drawn to men who can navigate the labyrinth of human emotions with grace and insight. Why is emotional intelligence so magnetic? It's simple. It speaks to a woman's need for connection on a level that transcends physical attraction. When you show that you're attuned to her feelings and capable of managing your own emotions, you become a source of comfort and stability in a world often fraught with uncertainty. And let's be honest, who doesn't want that? But here's where many men falter. Society often teaches us to equate emotional stoicism with detachment, as if showing empathy somehow diminishes our strength. This couldn't be further from the truth. True stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion, it's about mastering it. It's about responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. It's about being the calm in her storm. Imagine this scenario. She's had a rough day, her words are laced with frustration, and her body language screams exhaustion. Most men would rush to offer solutions, attempting to fix the problem. But the emotionally intelligent man knows better. Instead, he listens, truly listens. He validates her feelings, offering a safe space where she can express herself without judgment or interruption. In doing so, he doesn't just hear her, he sees her. Emotional intelligence also involves reading the unspoken cues. The slight hesitation in her voice, the fleeting glance, the subtle shift in energy. These signals are the breadcrumbs leading to her innermost thoughts. By picking up on these nuances, you can respond in ways that make her feel profoundly understood. And when a woman feels understood, she opens up in ways that deepen the connection between you. But let's not stop there. Emotional intelligence isn't just about understanding her, it's about mastering yourself. Picture a disagreement, the kind that could easily spiral into a heated argument. The emotionally intelligent man doesn't let his ego take the wheel. Instead, he steps back, evaluates his feelings, and approaches the situation with composure. This ability to stay grounded under pressure not only diffuses tension but also earns her jay. Now you might be wondering, how do I develop this invaluable trait? The answer lies in practice and mindfulness. Start by becoming more aware of your own emotional responses. Pay attention to what triggers you and why. As you build this awareness, extend the same curiosity toward others. Listen more than you speak. Observe more than you act. And when you do speak, let your words reflect understanding rather than judgment. Gentlemen, Emotional intelligence is not just a tool for attracting women. It's a cornerstone of personal growth. It's a skill that enriches every relationship in your life, romantic, familial, professional. And the best part, it's entirely within your grasp. Now let me ask you, can you see how mastering this one trait could set you apart in a world where genuine understanding is a rare commodity? Are you ready to become the man who doesn't just talk about connection but lives it? Stay with me, because we're only getting started. Next, we'll uncover the allure of confidence, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. 2. The confident man. Confidence, it's a word that gets thrown around a lot. But what does it really mean? More importantly, why is it so irresistibly attractive? Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a man who walks into a room with an air of certainty. His posture is upright, his steps measured, his gaze steady. He doesn't need to announce his presence, it speaks for itself. Now contrast that with someone who hesitates, shuffles nervously, and avoids eye contact. Which man do you think commands attention without saying a word? The answer is obvious. Women are naturally drawn to confidence because it signals self-assurance and competence. It's not about arrogance or bravado, those are masks for insecurity. True confidence is quiet but unshakable, built on a foundation of self-belief and experience. It's the kind of confidence that allows a man to say, I know who I am, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. But let's dig deeper. Why is confidence so magnetic? On a subconscious level, it provides a sense of security. A confident man exudes an aura of stability, making those around him feel safe. This is particularly appealing to women who often seek a partner they can rely on emotionally and mentally. Confidence also has a unique way of amplifying your presence. Have you ever noticed how people naturally gravitate towards someone who speaks with conviction? It's not just about the words they use, but how they say them. A confident man doesn't second-guess himself or seek validation. He trusts his instincts and isn't afraid to express his opinions, even if they go against the grain. So authenticity is refreshing in a world where many are quick to conform. However, confidence isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. A confident man doesn't feel the need to dominate every conversation. Instead, he listens attentively, making the other person feel valued and understood. This creates a powerful dynamic. By giving her your undivided attention, you make her feel special. At the same time, your reserved demeanor adds an air of mystery, making her want to know more about you. Now let's address a common misconception. Many men think that confidence means never showing vulnerability. But here's the truth. Confidence and vulnerability are not mutually exclusive. In fact, being open about your flaws and challenges can make you even more appealing. Why? Because it shows that you're secure enough in yourself to acknowledge your imperfections. This kind of authenticity fosters trust and deepens the connection between you. But what if you don't naturally exude confidence? Don't worry, confidence is a skill that can be cultivated. Start by working on your self-esteem. Reflect on your strengths and achievements, no matter how small. Celebrate your progress and use it as fuel to build your self-belief. Additionally, practice putting yourself in situations that push you out of your comfort zone. Each time you face a challenge head-on, you'll grow stronger and more self-assured. Lastly, remember that confidence is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Even the most self-assured individuals have moments of doubt. The key is to recognize these moments and move through them with resilience. Over time, you'll find that confidence becomes second nature, a quiet, powerful force that shapes how you carry yourself and how others perceive you. So, gentlemen, let me ask you, are you ready to step into your power, to embrace the confidence that lies dormant within you and let it shine? The answer lies in your hands. And trust me, as you cultivate this trait, you'll find that the world responds in ways you never imagined. But confidence alone isn't enough. Ambition, the driving force that propels you toward greatness, is equally crucial. Let's explore this next. 3. The ambitious man. Ambition. It's the fuel that powers dreams, the spark that ignites vision, and the quality that sets extraordinary men apart from the rest. If confidence is about knowing your worth, ambition is about striving for more, pushing boundaries and refusing to settle for mediocrity. And let me tell you, women find ambition incredibly alluring. Why? Because ambition reflects a man's potential. It signals that he's not content to simply exist, he wants to thrive. He has goals, aspirations, and a clear sense of direction. This forward momentum is captivating, drawing others into his orbit. After all, who wouldn't want to be part of a journey toward greatness? Think about it. When a man speaks passionately about his vision, whether it's launching a business, mastering a new skill, or pursuing a creative project, he radiates energy and purpose. This kind of drive is infectious. Women admire men who are driven not just because of the potential rewards, success, status, financial stability, but because ambition showcases resilience, discipline, and leadership. But let's be clear, ambition isn't solely about career success or wealth accumulation. It's about the pursuit of personal excellence. An ambitious man seeks growth in all areas of life: intellectual, emotional, physical, and spiritual. This holistic approach to self-improvement aligns perfectly with Stoicism, which teaches us to focus on what we can control and to constantly strive for virtue. Now, here's where the magic happens. Ambition is most attractive when it's balanced by humility. A truly ambitious man doesn't brag about his achievements or belittle others to elevate himself. Instead, he lets his actions speak for themselves. He's confident in his abilities but remains grounded, always willing to learn and grow. But what if you're still finding your path? Don't worry, ambition isn't about having everything figured out. It's about the mindset. Start by setting small, achievable goals that align with your interests and values. As you achieve these goals, your confidence will grow, fueling your ambition further. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you, and immerse yourself in environments that foster growth. Remember, ambition isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. The setbacks, the lessons, the triumphs, all of these experiences shape you into a man of substance. And as you evolve, you'll naturally attract others who are drawn to your drive and determination. So gentlemen, let me pose this question. What dreams are you chasing? What legacy do you want to leave behind? If you haven't thought about it, now is the time. Embrace the power of ambition and watch as it transforms not only your life, but also the way others perceive you. If you found these insights valuable so far, don't keep them to yourself. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and let's create a community of men who are committed to personal growth. Together we can unlock our fullest potential. 4. The Steadfast Man. Consistency, the quiet strength that often goes unnoticed but holds the power to transform relationships. In a world filled with fleeting promises and shallow words, the steadfast man stands as a beacon of reliability. He's the one whose actions align with his words, whose integrity shines through in every interaction. And make no mistake, this trait is profoundly attractive to women. Why, you ask? Because in relationships, trust is the foundation upon which everything else is built. So women are naturally drawn to a man who is dependable, who follows through on his commitments without hesitation. The steadfast man doesn't need to speak in grandiose terms or make elaborate promises. Instead, he lets his actions do the talking. He understands that true value lies not in what you say you'll do, but in what you actually deliver. Imagine this. A woman meets a man who tells her he values honesty and loyalty. But when challenges arise, he falters, breaking his word and shattering her trust. Contrast this with the steadfast man, someone who, when he says he'll be there, shows up. When he commits to something, he sees it through, even when it's inconvenient or difficult. His consistency creates a sense of security, allowing her to relax and trust in the relationship. But being steadfast is about more than just keeping promises. It's about embodying a deep sense of integrity. The steadfast man holds himself to a high standard, not for the sake of appearances, but because he values his own word. He knows that his reputation is built one action at a time, and that every decision he makes either reinforces or undermines his character. This kind of reliability is particularly powerful because it's so rare. In a world where people often prioritize convenience over commitment, the steadfast man stands out as someone who can be counted on. Women find this incredibly appealing because it offers a sense of stability in an unpredictable world. But how do you become a steadfast man? Start by cultivating self-discipline. When you make a commitment, whether it's to yourself or someone else, follow through, even when it's challenging. This could be as simple as showing up on time for a date or as significant as supporting her through a difficult period. Every act of consistency builds trust and strengthens the connection. Another key element of steadfastness is emotional stability. The steadfast man doesn't let his emotions dictate his behavior. He remains composed under pressure, providing a calm and steady presence. This emotional resilience is deeply reassuring, as it shows that you can handle life's ups and downs without losing your footing. However, steadfastness isn't about being rigid or inflexible. It's about knowing your values and sticking to them while also being open to growth and change. The steadfast man isn't afraid to admit when he's wrong or to adjust his approach when needed. This balance between consistency and adaptability is what makes him truly admirable. Now consider this. How often do you follow through on your commitments? Do your actions consistently align with your words? If not, it's time to start building that foundation of trust. Being steadfast isn't about perfection. It's about making a conscious effort to be reliable and trustworthy in every aspect of your life. And here's the beauty of it. The more you embody steadfastness, the more you'll find that people naturally gravitate toward you. Women in particular will be drawn to your unwavering character, knowing that they can depend on you no matter what. Let me ask you this. What would your relationships look like if you consistently showed up as the steadfast man? If your actions spoke louder than your words and your integrity became your defining trait? Reflect on that and remember, the path to becoming a steadfast man starts with a single step. Are you ready to take it? 5. Being ignored. Here's a paradox for you. The more you chase something, the more elusive it becomes. Yet when you step back and give it space, it often comes to you naturally. This principle applies not only to life's pursuits but also to attraction. Women, like all people, are wired to value what they have to work for, and nothing piques interest quite like the feeling of being ignored. Now, before you misunderstand, let's clarify what this means. Ignoring someone doesn't mean treating them with disrespect or indifference. It's about creating a sense of scarcity. When you're always available, always responding instantly, it sends a subconscious signal. Your time and attention are easily obtained. On the other hand, when you're selective about how and when you engage, you become a scarce resource, something worth pursuing. Let's explore why this works. At its core, attention is a powerful form of validation. When you withhold it strategically, it stirs a mix of curiosity and desire. She starts to wonder, why isn't he as attentive as others? What makes him so confident that he doesn't need to constantly seek my approval? These questions ignite her interest and, more importantly, her pursuit. This dynamic taps into a psychological phenomenon known as the scarcity principle. People tend to value things more when they perceive them as rare or difficult to obtain. By being deliberate with your attention, you naturally elevate your perceived value. The women will begin to seek your validation, trying harder to earn the attention that others might take for granted. But how do you apply this without coming off as disinterested or cold? It's all about balance. You want to remain engaging and warm when you do interact, but you shouldn't be overly available. For instance, if you're always the one initiating conversations or making plans, take a step back. Let her come to you. Similarly, if she's used to getting immediate responses, slow it down. This doesn't mean playing games, it means demonstrating that your time and energy are valuable. There's another layer to this. When you focus less on seeking her attention, you free yourself to focus on your own growth and goals. This aligns perfectly with Stoicism, which emphasizes the importance of prioritizing what you can control: your actions, your development, your purpose. As you direct your energy inward, you'll notice that people naturally gravitate toward you. Why? Because you're not seeking external validation, you're creating a life that's fulfilling on its own. Here's a question for you. How often do you find yourself overcompensating, trying to fill silences with constant attention? What if you embrace those silences instead? By stepping back, you give her the space to miss you, to wonder about you, and ultimately to value your presence even more. As you implement this, remember that timing is everything. There's a difference between creating healthy distance and fostering disconnection. Keep the balance, and you'll master a dynamic that not only heightens attraction but also strengthens your sense of self-worth. We've now explored the power of emotional intelligence, confidence, ambition, and mystery. But the journey doesn't end here. Each piece of the puzzle fits together to create a version of yourself that commands respect and intrigue. And trust me, the best is yet to come. 6. The Charismatic Womanizer. Let's talk about one of the most intriguing phenomena in the world of attraction: pre-selection. Have you ever noticed how some men seem to attract women effortlessly, simply because they're already surrounded by other women? This isn't a coincidence. It's a powerful psychological effect at play, and it speaks to one of the most fascinating female weaknesses: the allure of the charismatic womanizer. Now, before you raise an eyebrow, let's clarify something. Being a womanizer in this context doesn't mean you're disingenuous or manipulative. Instead, it's about leveraging the natural social proof that comes with being well-regarded and admired by women. When women see that others are drawn to you, it signals that you possess qualities worth desiring. This is the essence of pre-selection. But why is this so effective? On a subconscious level, women trust the judgment of their peers. If other women find you appealing, it must mean you have qualities that make you stand out, whether it's charm, kindness, humor, or confidence. This creates a ripple effect, making you even more attractive in their eyes. So how can you cultivate this magnetic presence without resorting to superficial tactics? The answer lies in building genuine, platonic relationships with women. Surround yourself with female friends, colleagues, or acquaintances who respect and appreciate you. These relationships not only enhance your social proof, but also give you invaluable insights into the female perspective, deepening your understanding of what women truly value. Here's a scenario to consider. Imagine you're at a social gathering and you're casually chatting with a group of women. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're simply enjoying the conversation. The women laugh, engage, and seem genuinely comfortable around you. Now someone new walks into the room and observes this dynamic. Without even speaking to you, they'll already perceive you as someone who is likable, confident, and socially adept. This perception lays the groundwork for attraction. However, there's a fine line between leveraging social proof and appearing insincere. Your interactions with women should always be respectful and authentic. The goal isn't to create jealousy or to play games. It's to demonstrate that you're a man who understands and values the company of women. This authenticity is what makes the charismatic womanizer so compelling. But there's another layer to this. Being liked by women doesn't just elevate your status. It also teaches you valuable lessons about communication, empathy, and emotional intelligence. These are traits that enhance all your relationships, romantic or otherwise. And when you embody these qualities, you naturally become more attractive, not because you're trying to impress, but because you've cultivated a well-rounded, appealing personality. So, let me ask you, how can you start building a network of meaningful connections with women? How can you become the man who is not only admired but also respected? As you reflect on these questions, remember that the journey isn't about creating a persona. It's about becoming a man who naturally attracts others through his genuine character and social charm. Now that we've explored the power of charisma and social proof, let's dive into another key element of attraction: so the physical and emotional strength that defines the masculine man. 7. The masculine man. Strength, resilience, and stability, these are the hallmarks of masculinity that have captivated women for centuries. But what does it truly mean to be a masculine man in today's world? is not about outdated stereotypes or superficial displays of dominance. Instead, it's about embodying a balanced, authentic form of strength that resonates on both physical and emotional levels. Let's start with physicality. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude physical strength, not merely for its aesthetic appeal but for what it represents: health, vitality, and protection. This doesn't mean you need to look like a bodybuilder. Rather, it's about taking care of your body, engaging in regular physical activity, and cultivating a strong, confident presence. Imagine walking into a room with a posture that exudes confidence, shoulders back, head held high. This physical poise sends a clear message: you're a man who is in control of himself and his surroundings. This kind of presence is magnetic, not because it's intimidating, but because it inspires trust and admiration. But masculinity goes far beyond the physical. True strength lies in emotional independence. The masculine man is someone who doesn't rely on external validation to feel secure. He's comfortable in his own skin, capable of managing his emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This aligns perfectly with Stoicism, which teaches us to remain composed and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Think about the qualities women often associate with masculinity: leadership, decisiveness, and emotional stability. These traits are deeply reassuring. In a world that can be unpredictable and chaotic, the masculine man provides a sense of grounding. He's the person others turn to in times of need, not because he has all the answers, but because his presence alone offers comfort and strength. But here's the twist. Masculinity isn't about suppressing vulnerability. In fact, the most compelling masculine men are those who can balance strength with sensitivity. They're not afraid to express their emotions when appropriate, but they do so from a place of control and authenticity. This balance creates a dynamic that is both powerful and deeply human. So how can you cultivate this kind of masculinity? Start by building habits that strengthen both your body and mind. Engage in activities that challenge you physically, whether it's weightlifting, martial arts, or even a simple daily run. At the same time, work on your emotional resilience. Practice mindfulness, reflect on your values, and embrace the principles of Stoicism to maintain composure in all situations. Lastly, remember that masculinity is not about trying to fit a mold. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. When you embody these qualities authentically, you'll find that women, and people in general, are naturally drawn to your presence. So let me ask you, are you ready to step into your strength? To become a man who inspires trust and admiration through his balanced masculinity? The journey is yours to take, and the rewards go far beyond attraction. They transform every aspect of your life. As we continue, we'll explore a softer yet equally powerful aspect of attraction: the passionate man whose intense love for what he does captivates everyone around him. Stay with me. 8. The passionate man. Passion. It's a fire that burns brightly within, illuminating everything it touches. And when it comes to attraction, few qualities are as captivating as a man who is deeply passionate about something in his life. The women are naturally drawn to this energy, not just because of the enthusiasm it brings, but because it reveals a man who is deeply connected to his purpose and unafraid to pursue it with vigor. But what makes passion so alluring? At its core, passion reflects vitality. It shows that you're a man who engages with life fully, who invests his energy into pursuits that light him up. Whether it's a career, a creative project, or a personal hobby, your passion becomes a testament to your drive and authenticity. Women are drawn to this because it signals depth. A man who is passionate has layers, a story to tell, and a journey he's committed to. Imagine sitting across from someone who speaks about their passion with genuine excitement. Their eyes light up, their voice carries an infectious energy, and their enthusiasm pulls you in. This kind of connection is magnetic. When you share your passions with a woman, you're not just telling her about your interests, you're inviting her into your world, showing her what makes you come alive. But passion isn't just about talking, it's about living. It's about taking action toward the things that matter most to you. When a woman sees that you're actively pursuing your goals, it reinforces her perception of you as a man of purpose. This kind of dedication is incredibly attractive because it demonstrates commitment and resilience. Here's the secret. Passion doesn't have to align with what society deems impressive. What matters is that it's authentic to you. Whether you're passionate about music, fitness, cooking, or even collecting rare books, your enthusiasm will shine through if it's genuine. And this authenticity is what truly captivates. However, there's a balance to strike. While sharing your passions can create a strong connection, it's equally important to show interest in hers. Ask her what excites her, what dreams she's pursuing, and listen attentively. This not only deepens your bond, but also shows that you value her individuality. Now here's a challenge for you. Think about what sets your soul on fire. What are the things you could talk about for hours without losing energy? If you're unsure, that's okay. Passion is something you can cultivate. Start by exploring new interests, diving into subjects that intrigue you, and committing to personal growth. Over time, you'll discover pursuits that resonate deeply with you, and your passion will naturally radiate. Let me ask you, how often do you let your passion shine? Are you living a life that excites and fulfills you, or are you simply going through the motions? When you embrace your passions fully, you not only enrich your own life, but also become a source of inspiration and attraction to those around you. And now we turn to another powerful element of intrigue, the enigmatic bad boy. What is it about unpredictability that keeps women hooked? Let's uncover the mystery in the next section. 9. The enigmatic boy. Few figures in the realm of attraction stir as much fascination as the bad boy. He's the man who defies convention, who operates on his own terms, and who leaves a lasting impression with his unpredictable nature. But what exactly makes him so irresistible? The answer lies in his enigmatic allure, a quality that keeps women intrigued and wanting more. The bad boy doesn't reveal everything about himself up front. He's a puzzle, and each interaction offers just enough to keep you guessing. This sense of mystery is intoxicating because it sparks curiosity. Women find themselves drawn to him, eager to uncover the layers beneath his cool exterior. And here's the twist. The bad boy isn't necessarily bad in the conventional sense. His allure comes from his ability to balance detachment with moments of intense connection, creating a dynamic that's both thrilling and deeply compelling. But let's break this down further. The enigmatic bad boy operates with a sense of self-assurance that's rooted in independence. He doesn't seek validation from others, nor does he conform to societal expectations. So autonomy is attractive because it signals strength and self-reliance, qualities that align with the principles of Stoicism. He's in control of his emotions and actions, which allows him to navigate life with confidence and poise. Another key element of his charm is unpredictability. The bad boy keeps people on their toes, never quite knowing what he'll do next. This unpredictability isn't about creating chaos, it's about maintaining a sense of spontaneity and excitement. In relationships, this keeps the spark alive as every encounter feels fresh and full of possibility. But here's the important part. You don't have to compromise your values or integrity to embody these traits. The enigmatic bad boy isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about cultivating a sense of mystery by being selective with what you share and how you present yourself. You can be open and honest while still maintaining a level of intrigue. For instance, you don't need to divulge every detail about your day or your man. Let her discover parts of your life gradually. Similarly, don't be afraid to challenge her, to stand firm in your beliefs, and to occasionally leave her wondering what's on your mind. These subtle moves create a dynamic that's both engaging and rewarding. But perhaps the most compelling aspect of the bad boy is his ability to foster emotional highs. By balancing moments of intensity with periods of detachment, he creates an emotional roller coaster that keeps the relationship exciting. The women find themselves eagerly anticipating his next move, captivated by the push and pull of his attention. Now you might be wondering, how can you incorporate this enigmatic quality into your own life without losing authenticity? Start by focusing on your sense of self. Embrace your individuality, pursue your interests with passion, and maintain a life outside of your relationships. This naturally creates an air of independence and intrigue. So let me ask you, are you ready to become the man who doesn't just attract attention but keeps it? The man who balances mystery with authenticity, creating a dynamic that's as thrilling as it is genuine. The answers lie within you, waiting to be unlocked. 10. Being ignored. Attention, it's a currency in human relationships, and few things stir intrigue like the subtle art of withholding it. While it may seem counterintuitive, being ignored can often amplify attraction. Why? Because it taps into a psychological truth: we value what we must work for. And when you master this dynamic, you create a powerful sense of allure that keeps her coming back for more. Let's delve into why this works. At its core, attention fulfills a deep need for validation. When you give someone your time and focus, it signals that they are important to you. Conversely, when you withhold that attention, it introduces an element of scarcity. Where you pause suddenly, your presence becomes something she has to earn. This scarcity creates desire, as humans are naturally drawn to things that feel just out of reach. Now, this doesn't mean you should be cold or distant. The power of being ignored lies in balance. When you're together, your interactions should be genuine and engaging. But when you're apart, allow some space to breathe. Don't rush to respond to every message or be constantly available. This measured detachment piques her curiosity and keeps her thinking about you. Think about this. Have you ever found yourself more interested in someone who wasn't immediately accessible? Perhaps they didn't always reply right away, or they seemed genuinely busy with their own life. This behavior, intentional or not, can create a magnetic pull. She starts to wonder, why isn't he as available? What's occupying his time? This intrigue fuels her desire to seek your attention, making every moment you do share feel more significant. But there's more to it. By not being overly available, you're also communicating a critical message. Your time is valuable. You're a man with a purpose, goals, and a life that doesn't revolve around seeking validation. This kind of self-respect is deeply attractive. Women admire men who are grounded in their own pursuits, who bring richness to their lives independently of others. And here's the twist. Being ignored works best when it's paired with moments of warmth and connection. When you do engage, make it count. Be fully present, listen actively, and show genuine interest. This creates a dynamic where she craves your attention because it's both meaningful and rare. She knows that when you give her your time, it's not out of obligation but genuine desire. However, be mindful of the fine line between creating healthy space and fostering disconnection. Ignoring her completely or for extended periods can backfire, leading to frustration or feelings of neglect. The goal is to strike a balance where your occasional absence enhances her appreciation for your presence. Now you might be thinking, how do I apply this without coming across as aloof or manipulative? Start by setting healthy boundaries around your time. Pursue your passions, invest in your growth, and nurture other relationships. When you're genuinely occupied with your own life, the natural pauses in communication will feel organic rather than calculated. Let me ask you, how often do you find yourself giving away your attention too easily? What if you reclaimed some of that focus and redirected it toward your personal development? Then not only would this make you more fulfilled, but it would also enhance your appeal as others begin to see you as someone whose time and attention are earned, not given freely. In closing, remember that being ignored isn't about playing games. It's about valuing yourself and cultivating a dynamic that fosters mutual appreciation. When done with authenticity and balance, it can create a powerful connection that keeps her captivated. So are you ready to embrace this subtle but transformative shift? If so, you're well on your way to becoming a man who commands attention, not by seeking it, but by making it a rare and valuable gift. Gentlemen, attraction isn't about tricks or fleeting tactics. It's about embodying qualities that resonate on a deeper level. The women are drawn to men who are self-assured yet humble, passionate yet grounded, enigmatic yet authentic. By cultivating these traits, emotional intelligence, confidence, ambition, and more, you become a man of substance. A man who doesn't just attract but captivates. Now the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you take the first step toward becoming the best version of yourself? Will you embrace these insights and let them shape your interactions and relationships? I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these traits do you feel most aligned with? Which ones are you excited to develop further? And if you found value in this journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more insights, and share it with others who are on the path of self-improvement. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to your growth, your journey, and the meaningful connections you'll create along the way. Stay confident, stay authentic, and remember, every step you take towards self-mastery brings you closer to the life and relationships you desire. See you in the next video.